Seen the light in the dark, but it's been a while. And just remember, it's the heat from a heart beating next to mine. But I surrender, 'cause everything I touch seems to crumble, and everyone I love leaves me broken down. Everybody runs when they see me now. So I put my hands up in the sky, revel in the storm clouds as they pass me by. Now there's no escape, I realize I'm death in the land of the living. Still all the energy when we get connected. Your good is done when you have my full attention. I'll take you away into a dark dimension, and you can't get out.
Good evening, BDC. It's a wonderful Saturday night, and we've got for you guys a wonderful game. This is the last expert semifinal for you guys. On one hand, OS's Tutelary Tacos. That is OS prides themselves on their mouthful names, and double taps on the other end, Rapid. Like I said, the last semifinals, the winner of this game, this best of 3 goes to face the Mafiosos in the grand finals. I believe that will be a best of 5, and we'll get those dream details out shortly, but don't get too excited. There's still a game to watch. Casting with me this wonderful evening is Shampoo. Hi, Shampoo. How are you?
Hey, Kryo. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good, and this is the second game I'm casting. This also happens to be a semifinal, but it's in the expert tier, and having faced both of these teams, I am looking forward to what compositions OS will run. They go pretty wild with some of their agents, and there's a lot of flexibility on that team, so that's something I'm especially looking forward to. Double taps, they have a lot of firepower. A player to look out for particularly is Hat, and she is insane on Duelist. But they also have a sub playing for them tonight who is Sci-Fi. I think he's only played 1 game in the regular season for LG before he was cut, and now he's back in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Sci-Fi's had all that time to brush up and not have to get worn out by the long regular season that these teams have had to play. But
right.
Yeah, do you have any? What's your thoughts on this? What's your prediction? And I know you asked me this before we did this, before we went live, but what are your thoughts?
I can't be biased as a caster, Kryo. Both
you
and I know that.
It'll be funny.
I think if OS gain some momentum, they get on a hot streak, they'll string so many rounds. They're very good at snowballing the enemy team's economy into the ground. The player to look out for on OS is Ace. He is their smokes player, and he frags out almost every time. But they also have 1 of 1 back on the team. I believe he's top 3 in the number of clutches for regular season. So I'm excited to see how he deals with the situations, if there are going to be any.
Yeah, having clutch players is always a wonderful thing to have on your team, and like you said, Ace, a fragging smokes player is not the most common in any level of play.
I mean, the only fragging smokes player I know of is Shampoo, but I'm not in playoffs, so it really doesn't count. Anyway, I think OS has amazing utility, especially on their retakes. I believe FSG is their flex initiator player, and he almost has the perfect flash, the stun when he's playing Breach. The coordination is something that should be looked out for, I believe.
All right, and I did note this earlier. I saw a message somewhere. OS, traditionally a very storied franchise. They win lots, they make lots of playoffs, but this is the last team they have in the running. OS is the last hope, fighting against some returning championship players. Some of these TT players over on Rapid, they won Season 3 Masters, or Masters at the time. It's now called Expert. Hat, like you mentioned, Narte as well, and Motions, who is out for the day, being subbed in for by Sci-Fi. S3 Masters all around. potatoaim as well. TT's IGL won Season 1 back when it was back in Apprentice. If you guys can cast your minds back that far. I can't. Time is not a thing for me.
I'm sure flies by. You're right. Yeah. Yep.
But hey, pretty soon we'll get these map bans in. This is a best of 3 after all, so you know the order. Ban, pick, ban, decider. Or I'm just talking out of my no, that's not the order we do. Is that the order we do?
I'm not sure. See, back in the regular season, you had the home versus away team format, and I believe it was the home team who got to ban first. But I'm not really sure. That's a good question. We'll get to it soon enough either way.
Well, you'll see. Do we know? Do we not know?
What maps do you think are gonna be played, Kryo? What do you personally look forward to being played tonight?
I like watching Haven. Haven's always a fun one to cast, fun one to watch, fun one to play, and it makes me sad that it's getting rotated out, but we get to see it for its last hurrah, I guess, in these postseason games for VDC, and after that it's back to Icebox.
I've just gotten some insider information just now on how the ban order works. I think it's the higher seed who gets to ban first. And...
Why don't you speak? Goodbye, Haven. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. Haven banned right off the rip for double taps.
Yes, I'm not too surprised about that. I think Double Taps had a hard time figuring out the map during the regular season, and OS are very, very proficient on it. It's their playground, essentially. Not surprised to see the bind ban here. I don't think OS has played bind a single time at all, which is honestly fair play. I think bind's, it's a decent map, but there are better ones in the rotation right now. We're going with split map 1. Wow, okay, we're off to a hot start.
Split's
I
one
know
of those
OS.
maps that's just there. You know, it's a good map for sure, but Haven
I'd like
out.
to see it as a decider, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Split
But-
tends to be those overtime games too, and those are the fun ones.
I think OS has the potential to go for maybe a double duelist comp, maybe with like a Reyna and a Raze. I know BAABU from OS plays a lot of Raze, and FSG is pretty decent on the Reyna. I've seen him play it before, so that's something we might expect or get. And now we're just patiently waiting for Double Taps to pick their map. Lotus, in the regular season, from when I played them, Lotus was a pretty good map for Double Taps, and I won't be surprised if they go, but they're picking Sunset.
Sunset.
Okay. That is interesting. Very interesting.
What are your thoughts on Sunset Shampoo? You like the map, or do you think it's?
I
it needs to
absolutely
be-
love the map, but from my prior experience of playing this team, I believe they didn't quite have the macro figured out yet. Maybe they're cooked something up and they have new ideas and new executes. So I'm excited, and the decider is Lotus. Okay, Lotus is a good map for OS as well. So if it does go to map 3, we are very likely to see a close matchup, hopefully.
Yeah, and OS gonna start on defense there for Split. You mentioned that they play double duelist. Do you think that, especially on defense, do you think that is gonna lean into their style? Are they a very aggressive team?
So I believe BAABU and FSG are very proactive with taking space from when I've played with them and talked about this, and we are likely to see some very aggressive defensive plays on Split. Maybe like a double satchel in a market with an Omen blind. They can go crazy on their eco rounds. So we'll see. But on attack, I'm sure they have plenty of fragging power to equalize the rounds if they fall back on defense, which is fair.
Yeah, do you have any insight on the comps TT likes to run for these maps, or do you think they're more of a standard single duelist, double initiator type stuff?
So the thing about TT is they are in love with playing Gecko on almost every single map. I know Nari, they are a very good Gecko player. They almost get value every single round with their utility and the ult. So that's something I'm looking forward to, but I believe on some maps they switch out the Gecko with the Sky nerf, so that might not be possible. So we'll probably see more Gecko. That's my guess.
Yeah, Gecko seems to be a reasonably strong pick on the 3 maps in the pool, right? Split, Sunsets, and Lotus. All 3 of those are not horrible for Geckos. I have high hopes for the util. Maybe we see some funny thrash plays. Hopefully no one gets their own teammates detained, but if it happens, it happens, you know? Sometimes
Someone gets detained and knifed. That would be peak content. Very tragic for that team, but it'd be content nonetheless, right?
can't make it on without breaking some eggs, you know? Unlucky. Should be getting into Split very soon. These people swap sides. Quick insight into these streamed games. Nothing ever happens on time, so if you get ready, like, oh, let's go watch the game at 8, let's go watch the game at 8 or 9 EST or whatever the time is. Me when no game.
It makes you sad and depressed. Crying in the club right now because there is no game. I get it. But we'll be back on Split soon, and Split should be a banger. If OS go the double duelist route, we're likely to see a lot of aggression, and hopefully it pans out into volatile gameplay.
Hat is also a known shotgun player, and given that, you know, Split and Sunset are very close corners kinds of maps, It'll see how much they can get away with, but I don't know.
Yeah,
The hat shotgun, I saw that a while ago. I still have my
Facing a judge or a Bucky on split is my worst nightmare. Honestly, any Valorant player's worst nightmare. It's incredibly difficult to go up against. You have to waste tons of utility to clear out those close angles and take those fights. And if you're proficient with those guns, you're almost always good for one, which is sad. Riot hasn't found a way to nerf any of these. So, very, very balanced gunplay. I'm looking forward to this, Kryo.
Yeah, and given that you brought in the insight that OS likes to play the double duelist, I don't know if they'll have that much utility to spare coming from just one initiator. They might have to just throw a body at it and hope that they come away with an information, maybe some kills, but...
Just use one of the duelists as a Sova drone, a Sova recon. Just throw him out there for info. Take that space. It's like a pseudo initiator, maybe. We'll see. But I'm especially excited about how Map 2 will pan out. I know that OS are very aggressive yet again with their defensive side on Sunset, but I don't have much info on the side of Double Taps. So I'm curious to see what kind of adjustments they've made since the last time they played this map, and hopefully they can show us something interesting.
Yeah, last night as well on the Lotus for the Apprentice semi. Oh, never mind. We're beginning of the game. Waffle over. Real stuff.
Great transition.
Let's go.
W transition. We are on
Yeah,
split right now. Look at them all hovering Yoru. Look at this.
If
They're hovering Yoru.
Yoru on split, interesting. An interesting decision. I could never make it work.
On
But...
Reyna. Okay, this is very. I was talking about a double duelist comp, but this is out of my realms of expectation. And now they're all
5
hovering
duelists.
Reyna. 5 duelists. You know, Talon, a team in the Pacific region, they ran, I believe, 4 duelists on split.
They win?
What do you think?
No.
No, absolutely not.
Dang,
They had a lurking Astra who ended up smoking the defuse for the other team, which I don't want to get into it, but it's unlucky.
The nightmares of Pacific.
And it seems like they're not going with the double duelist after all. 1 of 1 is playing Skye despite the nerfs. Maybe she isn't bad. Maybe they have some hidden tech. We'll see. I know Bomber is a Cypher one trick. He exclusively plays Cypher. He has flexed onto the Viper in the past, but I'm not surprised with these agents at all. Ace is of course going to be on Omen, the fragging Omen, and BAABU on Raze with FSG on Breach. Pretty standard team comp here for the
Comps
defensive
look
side.
nearly identical. You're just swapping out a Breach for a Gecko.
I agree.
So, I mean, Cypher, like you noted, if Bomber's a Cypher one trick, this map pool, the coming maps should just be heaven for them. You have Split right now, Sunset coming up, another Cypher Playground, and then Lotus. The Cypher can definitely work on Lotus.
Cypher, I feel like with the recent changes and the Killjoy nerfs, he is very viable on pretty much almost any map now.
Yeah,
And
10
it seems
seconds left
like
on
we're
the buy
going
round.
for a mid push off the bat.
Pause match timer on.
Tech
Tech
pause. Ah, classic. It can't be a VDC cast if we don't have a tech pause. It's all in the script, guys. Don't worry about it.
I was so ready to have a stream with that one too. The last few streams I did, no tech pauses, but
Oh,
I'm
really?
lucky this time around. Getting all hyped too, but nope.
Nari just hitting the gritty with his some nice little dance moves.
Nothing else to do if you're just gonna sit here.
Observer showing us a little action going on with the Gecko.
They can't actually see this. They're just looking at free cam right now. So I
Nari
can
was,
assure you.
before the game, Nari was talking about how they had the world record in Just Dance, and they're putting that on a show right now. So multi-talented player, great at Gecko, and amazing at Just Dance.
You're gonna have to take our word for it though. The tech pause screen is nowhere near as interesting as what we're looking at, I promise. Unfortunately, we don't have the technology to dial in through our eyeballs, but trust me, if we did, we'd make use of it.
Well, I'm just doing my best to
Fill time.
fill the time. Describe what I'm seeing.
let's try this. Oh, we have a new technology.
Okay, Kryo,
Oh,
who do you predict?
overlay?
Who do you predict to win pistol?
Um,
You have
hopefully
3
the
seconds to answer.
viewers so they
3,
can see something.
2, 1. Aw, you're not. Aw, come on, Kryo.
The
Okay,
viewers
you know
so they
what?
can see something. Smile.
Maybe the pistol round was the friends he made along the way. So, you're not wrong.
Wait, more free cam. This is Breeze. We're not actually playing Breeze, but in case you were wondering, Breeze is not in the map pool, much to my chagrin.
I love Breeze.
So this seems like a really good time to plug the socials in the description. There should be more socials for you guys to click through. If not,
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter,
click
guys.
that like
Follow my
button.
Twitter
Ignore
handle,
shampoo. Don't follow shampoo.
Ah, come on, Kryo.
Don't follow shampoo.
Oh, this is my moment. This is my stardom moment. I could have been famous right now if people just follow me on Twitter. They'll see my very popular opinions. Yeah.
What are your opinions on Twitter? Let's put you on blast for a second.
Put me on blast. Okay, you want my Twitter opinions?
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Okay,
I think
let's see.
Boaster has the best Twitter game of all time. Second from
That's not even a hot take.
Second
The
from
Boaster Twitter
Sentinels,
goes crazy.
second. I believe if FNS tweeted more, he'd be the king of Twitter content, but I don't know. What are your hot takes, Kryo?
I don't know. Not really. I don't. Hot takes just in general, or like Twitter-based hot takes?
That's for you to decide. That's for you.
My hot take: Yoru is busted, and he needs to be nerfed, and that's not even a joke.
I don't fully disagree with that. I think
Because he is kind of like where Sky was. Because Sky's in the pre-nerf state for a while, right? And then as soon as people realize, hey, we can use her for everything, and now she was like meta pick for months on end before finally getting nerfed. Same
Unpopular opinion. On that note, I don't think the Sky nerfs are that bad. Right, I mean, her guiding light doesn't recharge anymore. I believe that's the main issue players and coaches have, but it just increases the skill ceiling of the character. I may just be looking at it in a very optimistic light, but that's just what I feel.
I mean, if a key example I'm thinking of was C9's Lotus. I remember an analyst saying, I didn't analyze the VOD myself. I don't have the brain cells for that. But like what they did was they flashed out a lot for information, and Leaf was on the Neon was able to rotate quickly with it. And you can't do that anymore because the flashes don't recharge. If you're trying to flash for info and you're running a solo initiator comp, you're just out of flashes. And you're stuck with a dog that can get shot and the heal. That is the best heal in the game, but given that your only other competition is a Sage heal, like it's...
Wait, you don't like Reyna heal? Oh, come on. We know that Reyna heal is the best in the game.
Reyna just, like, if you play Reyna and team play, then you're trolling. You should play, like, literally anyone is better than Reyna. Go Phoenix.
Go Phoenix.
I'm serious.
If you're going Phoenix, might as well just pull out the Yoru.
Phoenix is easier to play around. Wait,
And it seems
pause
like
and
we're
over?
gonna be live. I think we're gonna be live soon.
The waffle is over. We can finally move on to the main course. No more appetizer?
Yeah, we can finally fulfill our dreams of being Michelin star chefs. We're gonna cook.
I'm so ready to cook. My pan is hot, dude. The spatula in hand.
No. You're like I'm like Gordon Ramsay watching you cook. Just third-degree burns in the kitchen, kitchen nightmares or Hell's Kitchen. I don't remember what the show was called, but yeah.
Dude, kitchen nightmares, bro. That's it. Like for an episode where they boiled burgers.
Well, I hope neither team will be boiling burgers tonight. We're off to the defensive aggression from the side of OS here. The one-way on B main, and you can see double taps taking up space so quickly up in the middle. The Skydog is shot by 1-of-1. The utility is coming in so fast and need to back him off. And FSG playing the sneak position into Hell goes up.
Yeah, quick trades of util, but that's gonna be it. They're gonna take some of the mid space. But it looks like the rotations are already here.
It's coming in as well. The rotations are all here. Cypher, Bomber. He's playing back a little bit, not fully biting on the execute just yet. And BAABU swings out and gets Potato. There's 4 people in male right now. FSG has a stun ready. If someone swings off this could be perfect timing, but I don't think 1-of-1 is in the right position to do so.
BAABU's already in the right position to pick up their aggression too.
Low broke on a solo adventure in Vents. BAABU wants none of that. He shoots, gets one somehow, and has the nade recharged. Sci-Fi is 1 HP. BAABU gets 3. And it seems like they're left in a 2v5 all of a sudden. 20 seconds left on the clock. They need to get bombed down on B. I believe OS are opting to play for a retake here when they have such a big numbers advantage. 1-on-1 gets Cade. Hat makes do with a classic, but isn't aware that FSG is pushing out. Unlucky timing. OS with pistol on the board.
Yeah, it's a nice pistol played from them. They receive the mid aggression really well. BAABU, they trade a lot of utility towards mid and force out just a lot from both sides, but BAABU takes a nice swing timing over from B Heaven, picks up that first kill on a Potato that loses them a lot of their passive map control and a possible mid work or a late work through anywhere that could come from that Cypher. And then he repositions really well to pick up the aggression that comes out of Vents. And from there, you're in a 2v5. It doesn't matter that you have 2 players low. It's like you have 5 guns pointed at 2 people.
Right,
it's
yeah.
a nice round
very,
for OS.
Very swift with the repositions. That's what you would expect from a duelist player, especially when you have Satchel and movement tech.
It looks like they just want to go for an A push now, TT. No guns, just a frenzy for an Arte, but...
Frenzy, they might just deathball into ramps here, maybe? They get the cross smoke into main, and yep, it seems like it is going to be a deathball ramp! BAABU is
he gets one anyway.
Nari's Frenzy. Hat is 1 HP though. And now they're all pivoting back to mid? But now they're taking their sweet time. They have a lot of time. Only a couple of seconds have passed by. Surely Hat expects people to be CT here holding the cross. The flash is gonna give it away though. Hat comes out anyway. And Sci-Fi, the smoke is cutting off FSG from treating his teammates out. TT
open site
right now. Yes, they need to play open here. Look at how far away the OS players are. But they opt for a safe plant anyway. This is interesting. A 3 versus 3 though, with 2 players being very low HP. It's still doable for OS. They're kind of cramped in this position here. The stun hits them. I'm not sure if they have the info if all 3 are on site. 1-of-1 is methodically carrying out all the angles here. And by now, the read should come in. Ace is ready to flash site. This flash could be huge. Look at how cramped they are, Kryo. The paranoia hits all of them.
Smoke gives them some cover, but it's not enough.
One. Ace, with the clean Spectre conversion, gets the defuse. A rather scrappy eco round. And it's good damage for side of TT.
Yeah, I'm surprised they lost so many players, but it's just a good utility to flash them into ramps. Pick up the first kill on a BAABU who manages to get one out of nowhere, but the trades are even better for TT. They move it to a 3v3, and it looks promising, but then you remember that, like, if you put together all the health bars, it really just comes up to 1 full HP person, and it's not quite the trading power that you want in a close, like, anti-retake kind of post-plant. Anti-retake's not a word. I made it up, but it'll be a word in 2 years. Trust me on that.
The Webster Dictionary, and with that, we're seeing the B control again, the one-way and the stun. This is so effective in getting that garage space. 1-of-1's flash gets info mid, and TT are playing this round pretty patiently. Is Ace aware that Cade has
TT is crazy.
Cade is crazy for that play. Wow. Ace was completely not expecting that. The flick was too hard to make, and now TT, they're gonna execute on the B. The smokes are out, the boombot in.
Best.
The aftershock? FSG can't do much for the sheriff. The bomb is down though, Wingman died. And Potato needs to save her life. BAABU and company are pushing mid. Has retrieved a fan. This could be a game changer. Cade needs to cash his flank time. Does he expect to? Now they're all stuck on site here. Okay, playing safe, but 1-on-1 has dog for retake. It's a 3 versus 4. I believe there's another weapon for grabs in garage. BAABU does have the showstopper. Is he gonna go for it? Double satchel in on the site. Can worth the kills. Bomber, what can he do with the Spectre? Somehow gets 2. Here's the bomb. It's patch safe. It's not planted for them. He can get half here. He can patiently get half. K10, is he sticking it? No. And K10 with such big plays into the round. Killing the spike diffuser and the teleport in a garage to
The
kill.
TP in the garage is crazy, but past the craziness, you start to see how TT back it up. There's a Sky Dog in there. There's a Gecko Dizzy in there. There's so much utility that Ace is just flustered. They're trying to hold a one-way close in a cheeky angle, and it just gets turned on his head. Like, there's nowhere for you to run, and TT capitalize, and from there, it's an easy side. You just have FS on the site with a Sheriff, and at that point, it's done and dusted. It's a great round.
BAABU has a judge. Pops showstopper. Gets 1. I'm surprised he didn't get the second. He was behind the Gecko. It should have been 2. We all know it's a cosmetic ult anyway, and now Ace is left to play side anchor on 1 HP. The camera does get rotations. 1-on-1 is playing this rat while Potato is completely clueless.
Now you're stuck. Where do you go? You go mid? I mean, they've cleared most of mid. They still got the trip there in B Heaven. Vents looks open, but is it really? There's 2 players nearby. The flash will get them in, but it's up to them to choose.
And now they have the entirety of mid. 1-on-1 has the rotations. The Sky Flash doesn't ping anything. He's good for the frag anyway, though. He's gonna swing for more. 1-on-1 with 3. Perfect swings from 1-on-1. Knows that the last guy is up male. And he even has a dog to clear him out. I mean, what do you do? Do you just opt to save the Vandal? Do you play for exits?
Nah, you go for the win. Oh, okay.
Well, Bomber's there to clear it out anyway. OS with 3 on the board.
They seem to be working just fine around the fact that Sky doesn't have the regen flashes. I'm pretty sure 1-of-1 didn't use them until super late in the round because TT have just been doing these group up hits. Like the most split they've been is a 3-2 for like a mid and B main, right? And that leaves OS with a lot of free information that they can take, just narrow down where exactly they are. And you saw 1-of-1 just take that free information to free space and punish what could have been a really bad work from Potato. But now you're just CTT on a very low eco buy. Just 1 Bulldog, a Stinger.
A hero Bulldog? Are they just gonna funnel into mid? Into 1-of-1? We know he's gotten 3. He might be on a hot streak here. But FSG is here to support him with the breach utility. The flash out on hand. Perfect flash. He gets 2. Ace has somehow got 4. How is he got the lineup? What in the world? Can Ace live up to his name and fulfill his prophecy? Living up to his moniker, Ace with 5 in the round.
That's just gorgeous. I mean, you see the breach. FS is by the rope underneath B Heaven, and the flash is perfect to collapse onto every single TT player there in mid. Yeah, it hits his teammate 1-of-1, unlucky, but it's calculated so Ace can get the ace, you know? They run off of momentum, right? This is their momentum.
Very
it's all working perfectly to plan.
You're exactly right. Ace was in perfect position to catch the flash timing, and he gets 4 with the spray down.
Mid time, maybe. Their TT look to want to play for a little bit more map control, some more heavy presence mid, and a trip for A main, and just someone watching the B main extremity. So they don't want OS to creep up on them anymore, and they don't want to give away just picks.
The smokes are coming, Lance. TT are making up their way male, but then again, you have 1-on-1, and the street stall utility. The trash is coming in a clear male. It could get through his. They're forced to give it up.
Oh, the detain.
The chain and the swing with the own paranoia. That gets 1 in the round. Now she has the showstopper online. The dog isn't gonna get much info. They already know they're uphill. That could have gone so wrong there. He was dogging in the Gecko Molly.
Ace gets a kill just through a smoke at random almost, and he's gonna TP all the way behind. There's no trip to stop him here, and they assume Ace has the Potato somehow has the flank too. Ace
is K10 aware? He's caught out with smoke. And Potato with the Cypher, the roll tap is still online. It's gonna give the necessary information going into the round. Crash is back online yet again. Oh no.
Yeah.
Not the BM, the knife kill. Oh, but very clean conversion from the side of double taps here. The Gecko Trash got a lot of value up nail, and the utility to stop the flankers from Ace was perfect as well.
Yeah, you said that perfectly. TT's utility has been just on point every single one of their gun rounds. And here it works out perfectly for them. They play a slow default, and Potato's able to get a nice work through mid to just cause some more chaos in the B heaven. Yeah, she gets punished, but the site's taken. The post plan is very good, and now OS just don't have very many tools other than these guns. But TT have that showstopper. They still have some seekers as well. Plenty of tools to get back into this. And they're gonna default again.
And it's interesting that OS go for the same B main garage control here. I would like to see them maybe take a bit more of mid, especially with how heavily double taps are contesting it.
Oh,
BAABU just pushes out and catches the lurk. That's the cipher down. The flank watching util is no more.
That's a lot of your late round threat too. They just gotta go. 3 players here to receive it.
They do have plenty of time, but considering that they don't have much map space, they need to commit the site now. The Sky Seekers are online. Nari able to get a kill on an FSG.
Ace picks up the flank.
Flank is dead. That's their smokes down, and now TT are left in a 2 vs 4. There's not much you can do. You might as well just save, unless.
What?
Is swinging and Sashling to get 2. Absolute hero plays from Hat here. And all of a sudden, it's looking so much more doable.
Bomber hears all of this.
He needs to be the guardian of the A bomb site. He needs to go big. He needs to get at least 1. Destroys Wingman. That's the bomb down. And he's playing this so patiently. The site keep is coming in, but Nari, he's too aware. Now Ace left in 1 vs 2. Bomb is planted for backside here. He knows both players are site. Hat does have showstopper. I don't think he expects Nari to be hell. This is an interesting smoke. If he had a TP, he could have TP'd into it, and they wouldn't have a single clue. But Nari swings out at the perfect time to catch the ramps peak. TT are finally building momentum. They're getting their econ back.
And it's surprising too. I thought for sure after BAABU rather just contacts up A main and picks up Potato, I looked done and dusted. And then Ace too manages to find Cade, who looked like he had a really nice timing through the one-way smoke in garage. But they still convert a 3v5 or a 3v4, and it's just done beautifully. They're just spamming Gecko utility, and it works because you pick it up in like a second. So I'm convinced Gecko is that guy.
It's too much annoying util to deal with. And things like double taps are fighting for early
BAABU.
Are they?
Wait.
Oh no! He swings out before the boombot catches anything. That is bad timing.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace from TT too. They expect BAABU to try to push up again because it worked for him last time, right? Why wouldn't he do it again? But this time, the firing squad.
Do they expect him tucked in this corner?
1v1's been here before though.
And Ace is baiting for him. Ace is baiting for him. If they peek sewers, he breaks the dog. This is a good bait. Oh my goodness.
Gecko flash though. Yeah.
Anyway, Hat 2 again. Now OS are down to a 2 vs 5. The retake not looking so likely. Big Man is gonna get the open plant down. And OS have very low money. The Bomber just having 900 credits and FSG with 350. Yeah. This is a very obvious save here.
Yeah, losing these guns would knock them.
You like OS to make, because double taps, they're getting so much momentum, and these rounds are going their way almost every time now.
I don't know. I would hope that they try to support BAABU more in that A main aggression, given that they do have a double initiator comp, and the initiators seem to like be grouped up towards middle a lot. It might just be misremembering. But I'd like to see them just push out this default and just start taking space more assertively, like they have been in the past. And TT has had a great game plan in how to like counter that. But these OS guys can shoot. I just want to see them get in positions to do so. They
do have very. I'm not sure how he does. Well, maybe he's looking for an exit frag. I'm not sure. And now a timeout from the side of OS is coming in.
Like
I think they need to prioritize taking mid control more often. double taps, they have done it almost 3 times in a row. And with that the standstill firing squad on A main, BAABU was clearly not expecting it because they've conditioned OS to think about the mid push so many times.
Yeah, the 1-3-1s that TT are doing are pretty good, and OS, like you said, mid control would be really nice. They send just a deluge of utility. You've got the showstopper. You can use that aggressively towards mid and pick up all of that control because TT have just been able to go vents or like rotate back through mid from sewers or go B heaven almost for free. There hasn't been a lot of stuff to get in their way, but OS, I know they can do it. Vamos, let's see it. Like you see like a breach stun into the showstopper with a flash to support it. Or you see like you could, I don't know, maybe even showstopper out of A main because they've liked to position 1 or 2 there. You take that space and just keep going. Don't give up an inch on the defense and just suffocate.
Absolutely, they need to, like you said, they need to support the aggression with some sort of initiator util. The breach stun, maybe a flash, a sky flash, a sky dog, anything would work at this point.
Omen blind, maybe it looks like they want to. You see the ace here, pinging it, got the paranoia ready. But again, they're just going to leave Cypher towards A.
With the Bucky. And it seems like double taps are all towards A. I don't think OS have had quite the right read into this. Maybe they're going to play for retake.
They're on an eco. They've just got 1 rifle and a bulldog, so they can play the retake with the
Skydog has got nothing on site. They know site is clear. Just a little worried about ramps. Cypher Trip is able to stall Hat just a little bit. And now you see the AXE coming in. Wingman gonna get the bomb down.
Keep an eye for Potato's lurk though. Potato started to move, and Ace, I don't think Ace is looking.
Oh
if she gets this kill onto Ace, that's heaven control completely lost. But she could have quite a lot on her hands.
Go for the knife. Go for the knife.
Oh, the showstopper
is gone! How's this 3 versus 3? FSG has got one with Marshall. Ace with the Bulldog. The trades are not looking so bad for the side of OS. But I believe the trash got it team. And now Nari. I'm not sure. I guess bullets just disappeared through this man's body. Nari cleans him out finally. With 3 kills into the round. TT with 5 on the board.
It was a heavy investment from them, though. They invested from the shadows, the thrash, and the showstopper into that. And I don't know when they popped Seekers, but it looks like it was very recent. So I'm going to pretend that they did that too. And they take a round into an eco, and it's pretty convincing. But now you got OS back who can respond. 4 rifles, 3 ults. Do you think defense split is more defense sided, or do you think it's a little more evened out? 4-5 looks pretty even to me.
I think definitely with the new changes and the almost mirror comps, it should be fairly balanced. And Arcade is ready to do the same.
Oh, they're gonna do the funny
again, but there's no one to watch it, so he's not gonna get any kills. If you're gonna get an early skybox coming up, maybe they might think someone's pushed up early. And it's gonna get info that one's playing out rafters. Ace is smartly repositioning back to heaven. That flash, let's get info. 101 is playing behind these boxes here. I wouldn't be surprised if a sight smoke comes in to hit.
Oh, the spam.
With the nade combo? Wow, okay. Hat's utility has been so on point. The satchel movement, the showstopper, and now the nade usage combined with the spam. It's all looking really good for TT.
They lose out on the Seekers too for a potential retake.
Great.
And Seekers are still a very good ultimate, right? You see the relative distance of 3 players. That Omen ult's gonna come through as well to clear out the entirety of B main, but this cam, it spots so much.
Now BAABU is left on an island. Is he gonna be able to catch the timing on the peak?
Oh, Cade
is aware! The smoke was bad, but it doesn't matter. Bomber, can he be the hero OS need?
What?
Gets one? Ow! Case number 2 popping in. Bomber is doing his best to stay alive on 26 health points. 14 seconds. Time. They need to get bomb down. FSG catches the CT peak.
Ace as well.
Oh my god. And now it's a 1 versus 2. Sci-Fi doesn't have any utility. And OS are playing this very patiently. FSG
he might have
very low. Oh, God! Sci-Fi! The timing on that peek is perfect. He bypasses the breach flash, gets 2.
What a gorgeous round from Sci-Fi. I mean, three kills in that scenario is crazy to me, and it looks like OS played that well. You know, you group up here, you want to be able to trade each other, peek off the breach util, but Sci-Fi is like, "Ooh, I smell trouble." And it looks like double. I'm gonna fix that for you. Make sure that's
1 versus 2. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna swing and get mine.
Yeah, and now that knocks OS back to an eco. Their one round that they could have put in a lot, they invest, sure, and what is that shot?
1 tap with the Phantom? My Phantom don't do that.
Look at this mid aggression though. I don't think Potato's ready. Wait, do they spell it? They must have heard the satchels and the one blind too, but like... K is not looking back. They can jump this trip over through this box here to BAABU's left. It'll make noise, sure, but it'll get around them. And it's just, yeah, Cade, I think he knows.
Cade knows now. He knows that there are 2 people flanking. Boombot coming out close to clear the close angles. Bomber Stinger is good for 1, but Sci-Fi is on top of the trade. Double taps with 7 on the board. Double taps are playing the round so perfectly. They
got boxed in on the site, but they just better guns lets them win out. And now, you know, this is the last round of the half. You're coming into this with full rifles for OS, and you got a Neural Theft and a Seekers. And this is ideally where you want to make it 5-7. 5-7 is much more manageable than A4, despite the 1 round difference. It just looks different. A4 is like, oh, they have double our rounds. 5-7, we could do a little bit of trolling.
5-7, not a bad defensive half for split.
Yeah. Flash is gonna come through from mid. It'll scan a little bit, but not a lot of action off of that. The defense has moved around a little bit too. This Bomber has moved over to the B site, wanting to reinforce that a bit more, and BAABU back to A, or still on A rather. Ace wants
Ace
to
completely open. I mean, you have BAABU watching ramp by himself.
He's got a nice angle towards main as well, but this trip will be a problem. Both trips rather. Flash through, trip pops.
Flash to be big. Flash to be big here.
Deadass already grabbed 1. G.
But Cade letting off 30 HP. The Gecko Molly.
Nari.
No time pushes out Enemy's crosshair. And now BAABU with everything left to do. 1 versus 2.
Oh.
Gets the kill on the Cade. He knows exactly where bomb is planted.
Oh,
the 1 tap on a Nari.
It's
BAABU pushing the 1 versus 2, making the half 5-7.
Yeah,
the hero OS desperately needed, and he's showing up.
BAABU played that super well. The late flank through mid, you don't expect that at all from Arrays, because the round previous when he took so long, he was B main. He flanked B main with Ace, and it, you know, less than stellar results. You've got to judge into long range rifles, so what do you expect? But this time, they get themselves the last round of the half, clean it up just a little bit more, and stop that 6 rounds in a row that TT had, that tear. And this time it's their attack. It looks like they want to go for some heavy mid aggression and just Bomber there towards the A extremity. To keep an eye on it. Just no shenanigans here.
They might, I believe Double Test might go for an aggressive B fight here. They have Omen in position to Paranoia with the Gecko Flash. Maybe a Race Satchel and a combo log? We'll see. But he ends up opting for the 1-way. Might be a little too high. I believe OS can crouch under it and get a nice angle. But it seems like OS is dead set on pressuring mid early on. Cade is gonna spot info with the jump spot. He's completely blinded. Can't do much when you have full push. You have to make that so much value. Stalls the entire push. 1-1's dog is gonna get the tag onto Hat, but that doesn't do much. It's gonna cause you to rotate anyway. Hi-Fi with the swing gets 2. Last person left mid. And he has the plethora of futility to deal with. Doesn't even have bomb down. Left for the classic. Does have 2 guiding lights. Not sure what he could do with it though.
Drop. Okay, we're good. Yeah, they've got a lot of B Heaven control, and it looks like they've sort of got them boxed into that Camel watch the A main push. They've got Narte here watching B main, and the rest of it is just Gonna swing 2 people? Are you? Okay, wait, he's gonna swing the 1.
I mean, 26 seconds left. There's not much you can do. At most, you just play for kills here. Build up that ult economy, maybe. Stops it out. Stops out his classic for another classic. And Nari is there to catch the timing. TT winning the pistol.
Yeah, they play that pretty well too. Once Cade starts getting pushed, the nade comes in, and I'm not sure how it gets to, but it does. And it's great. And then from there, you're stuck in what, like a 4v3?
Surprised how much value Hat's nade got there. It got 2, it stopped their entire push.
Yeah, and Sci-Fi was sitting vents for nearly the entire part of the early round there, undetected. So when he was able to sneak out behind the gray box and just get away with murder, it's hard to lose that.
And
Here,
we're
they've got
getting
guns
an
now.
A push here. Potato's gonna be by herself, dropped hell. Do they expect this? They're all funneling
Back
towards
around.
ramps. Bomber is there for the A main. The classic isn't able to do much. Potato lives with 20 HP. 1-1 with the trade. One shot with the classic. The flash is perfect.
Oh my.
Sci-Fi!
That's ridiculous. And then the Keko flash 2 to confirm. They never swing dry, do they?
Oh my god, that flash got all 3. They did not expect this guy there. No one was playing anti. Perfect utility from Sci-Fi there. Well-timed swing with the flash.
Yeah, you can call that gun diff all you want, but Sci-Fi's been doing stuff like that for most of the game. It's good utility, it's good swings, and it may have just been one person in a 3, but it didn't look like it because I only saw 3 bodies at the end of it. I blinked and 3 people died.
And in a fraction of a second, he triples his kills. And it seems like TT are gonna go for an aggressive B push here. Pat has the Bucky, the Boombot, and the Gecko Flash. Ace is in good position to stall this though. The Omen Paranoia comes out. And they are not stopping. They don't give a damn. They relentlessly hunt for that B main control. Sci-Fi patiently playing vents here again.
Thing is,
He
once
needs
they
to
swing
start
out into
following.
mid from B main, they start shooting towards mid, right? Sci-Fi's got a nice swing towards the back of it, and FS might be getting pinched here pretty soon, but looks like they found a spot to hide in.
Really good opening.
Yeah, he
Ace?
might. Okay, this is dangerous now.
The breach lurk. Do they expect it this early? BAABU is completely unaware that Potato wrapped around ramps behind him. That's a rifle retrieve for the side of TT.
Knife kill, knife kill, knife kill, knife. No!
It's okay, we got a Bucky kill anyway. Potato Stinger is getting that kill from such a long
The
range.
Bucky?
Let's do that.
Yeah,
We're getting long range Stinger and Bucky kills.
I'm done.
I'm
What's
done
going
too.
on,
That's
man?
how you know how balanced this game is. I thought FSG's late lurk from Lent was gonna pay big time, but they end up cashing him anyway. Everyone dies on site.
Hat turning that is crazy to me. Hat should have no reason to turn that. You're focused on the site. You want to get in and you want to hold off the attackers, but just the sixth sense, the spider sense, I guess, turn around. Yes, it tingles. I smell a knife. And yeah, the
Turning
shotgun
back
gets
at the
3.
perfect time. It's,
I don't
The timing is
understand.
impeccable.
I don't understand. It's the perfect time for in range of the Bucky too. So it's magic.
And what do you think they're talking about in this timeout, Kryo? What changes or adjustments do you want to see OS make?
I'm not sure how they come back. They'll need some magic of their own, really. A big play to get them back into the mental game. Because at this point, I know these players can do it. I know they've got the strategy to do it. I know their IGLs can get them back into it. Ace and BAABU can get them back into it. But it's just, do they believe? 5-10 is a daunting scoreline.
It's not even that OS is playing their attack half poorly, just PT have better coordination. And the team play is shining above OS's.
Looks like they're just going to buy half here. Try to make what they can of this round.
Very low buy. Seems like we're gonna go for an aggro mid push. They're all stacking towards
Only
market.
stingers. 3 stingers there.
Stingers?
Only
We've seen
stingers.
what a stinger can do last round. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Yeah, it'll just be Cade on the other side too, backed up by Potato, if they decide to just burst through mid. But look at TT again. They want to get aggressive. 3 towards A main. They're going to have all of this free space once the
Has so
Cypher
much
trip is
space.
popped.
The comms are gonna come in. They know that no one is on A. And you can see the pivot coming in towards heaven here. Cade with another smoke towards middle. Very early. It might info stars. They're making their way towards Wentz. But they have 3 people to catch this rotation.
Yeah,
That's
good luck pushing into the
nade.
nade.
And now what, you pivot back into mail here, but you're running into a Cypher setup. The trip is perfect. Potato, paranoia, pops her neural step anyway. And now the exact positions are pinpointed by TT.
Yeah, kills go both ways there, but it's just TT on top now. 2 players left, 1 player left. One making it work.
Not too much. It's a nice try, but TT with the clean anti-eco conversion.
Yeah, that kind of proactivity on the defense is what I would have liked to see from OS a little bit earlier.
You're absolutely right.
But now this is their chance. They lose here, they go onto an eco for match point. But you know they've got seekers, and sometimes seekers, you know, some guns and a can-do attitude's all you need.
OS need to start stringing rounds as soon as possible. Double Tap's economy is on fire right now. It is overflowing. You don't want them to have money for the rest of the half. You need to make magic happen. Seems like
I think that flash popped in A main. Yeah, they're jump peeking it. They know. 2 players
they know
there.
now. They have all the info.
But that contact towards B main could be the killer there. It's just a trip there and maybe Potato from Rafter, but they
have
want to
3
wait.
people stacked on A yet again. I guess they're reading into OS tendencies to really just funnel A, take ramp space, and then get sight. Nari's gonna catch the satchel peek, but BAABU smartly backs off.
Just contacting. It looks like they want to just fake a push and make
need
them
to use
think
that
that,
sort
yeah,
of utility
Cade's starting to rotate.
I'm sorry, bomb is left market here.
Right there.
They don't even have access to bomb, and it's just Ace on a solo mission.
The trip can get broken as soon as it does. And it looks like they're just going to wait for teammates to come in so the execute is a little bit easier. They're going to break the trip, push right through the cage, and it's just Potato alone on site. There is no one here to help her. If she gets 1 or 2, that's good enough. But
The Seekers are invested, and the info should be coming in. I would have preferred they saved it for the retake. FSG gets the timing on the Potato, and the opt for a safe plant. Smart, because Seekers are coming out. The neural theft popped as well. That's going to reveal TT's positions. Bomber smartly repositioning main. The nade coming in to clear back sight. BAABU with a kill on a Nari. And Cade's Omen Paranoia gets nothing. I'm not sure how that's... How did the Paranoia get absolutely nothing there? I swear it got like 2 people on my screen.
I'm not sure how it got nothing there, but OS definitely got everything they wanted. A free sight, almost a free sight off of the aggression and noise that BAABU and Bomber make towards A. It draws 4 rotations, and like especially after that like contact from TT comes in on their defensive side, they push up and take a little bit of space. They hear a flash pop, and they're like, okay, let's not do that. Let's chill out and let's wait. And they start getting fearful of a big OS push, and they start calling people over because, oh, they have ramps, so we don't know where they are. Then it's an OS masterclass.
That's something worth noting. I believe they are gonna get the A orb here.
Yeah, they're gonna do the same thing again. Bomber and BAABU. They want to take that space. This cam, and it's just Narte to pick it up. There's no trips here. Just a gun and some buddies. Oh,
Nari
yeah,
just
the
swings
buddies.
off the cams. The cam doesn't even sing anything, and Nari just swings. That's awesome. The confidence to do that.
Yeah, but OS can funnel into A off of that. There's no A heaven control now for TT. It's just the site and just 2 trips, and again, just the Cypher. And as soon as that cam spots people, yeah, TT. Doggle spots so many. The smoke as well, gonna slow him down just a little bit. The flash.
Potato is gonna be fighting for her life on site. They need to have some sort of idea. There's a fast retake coming in.
Okay.
Stopper gets to Potato on the perfectly timed swing with the Phantom. Cleans the round up. TP on match point.
It looks like OS's pathing was perfect. They pick up the B Heaven player, and I'm not sure what exactly makes them slow down in vents there because the site was nearly free. It's just Potato again. But they wait long enough for Hat to come back And Hat is so decisive. Just pops the showstopper, picks off 2, Potato with the rest, and that's curtains. Yeah, this is match point now. You've got 3 rifles and a showstopper.
Knowing that Potato was the only one on site, Hat was so smart with the decision to pop the showstopper, go for the retake earlier than you usually would. And now, we're getting the A push yet again. Do they clear Sci-Fi here? Is Sci-Fi just not going to be checked on ramps?
Okay.
How showstopper gets Ace is Sci-Fi was aware, but Ace just flicks back and kills him anyway.
BAABU's got a nice spot there. He can easily reflank the A Heaven players, and he picked up a rifle off of Potato's body. So this 4v3 is not going to be very easy.
Valuable info on how they're rotating. Ace with another kill on Arcade. That's the smokes down. Now, you can probably just go for some exits here. Your money is overflowing, but you're not going to be aware of BAABU reflanking from spawn. OS, they might have some legs left. If they can win a couple more of these rounds, this might be a comeback.
All it took was the showstopper too, buying them the entire site. It's unlucky that they lose one of the Cypher trips, but they make it work. It becomes a 5v4 and then 4v4, and then BAABU with taking the space so well, and I don't know how he got a kill with that rocket. That ult will never make sense to me. That's fine. It doesn't need to. It just needs to work.
Like I said before, Ray's ult is very cosmetic. So we'll just leave it at that.
Flash sees nothing, nade. Oh, there's so many people here.
We have 4 people standing here. Are they expecting this B main aggression? I think so. All just hugging each other like the wholesome friends they are.
Yeah, they back up though. They don't want anything to do with that B main. They don't leave the site, and that's critical.
Hat is very patiently jump spotting for info. She is going to be able to catch this push very soon.
Oh, the rolling back.
And the rolling thunder. No choice but to respect that. Sci-Fi is completely stunned, helpless.
Yeah, that nade's gonna slow down the rotation too, and it's just...
They're investing the crash into the retake. Bomber has such a good timing here from mid. Oh my god. He got caught out with putting in spicy trips. But BAABU was here to catch the heaven drop. FSG and Ace doing God's work on the B site. FSG with 2 important kills to close out the round. I'm still extremely surprised by how terrible and unlucky Bomber's timing was there. I just didn't think he needed to make noise there to make them alert about his flank, but they win the round anyway.
Yeah, now this forces TT on an eco, and what I've spoken to Potato a few times, and what I know is that when things get weird, rush mid, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna rush mid into a grand total of
falling mid. What a great
strat.
But OS are gonna have the A site in its entirety. From the shadows, clearing out any space back site.
I don't know if Bomber is ready for the 4-person flank though.
Oh my god, Bomber is gonna face it on the real side. Okay. BAABU is there to cover him. All good. 101's dog sees nothing CT. Surely by now they know it's a heavy flank push. BAABU gets 2! Gage slipped past ramps. Did he teleport? Did he use black magic? I'm not sure. But it's a 3 versus 3. Numbers are even. 101 flash could be big. Now the thing is, the spray down is good. And the right click from such a far range. The scenes on the A bomb site are. They're leaving me flabbergasted.
It was an interesting round from TT for sure. Cade had really just taken his time through A Heaven and was able to get a really nice backstab kill, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, 1-of-1 with a gorgeous spray down.
The was tripped, but he TP'd past it anyway.
He went through mid, right? I don't even know.
I'm not sure. It's an interesting question, but now we're on to the next round. OS is building up momentum. They're the type of team that relies a lot on.
Oh, the stun nade! The stun nade
combo! What in the world? Sci-Fi is completely caught yet again. The paranoia coming in early, getting a no value. BAABU rushing the showstopper. The He's gonna be able to get the kill on the hat. And just like that, the round's reduced down to 2 versus 5 for double taps. Potato is left alone. And Bomber is in perfect position to catch this timing. Potato is aware that he could be jiggling, but he smartly backs off, preserves numbers and the guns. What a round. They invested Sky Seekers, the Breach Nade combo, and the Showstopper. Perfect utility from the side of OS.
Yeah, I've been praising TT's util combos and just util teamwork in general, but that stun nade is a really nice, easy opener. And from there, they just run into the site. The Showstopper makes so much noise, takes so much space. The Seekers confirm the last locations, and after that, Bomber's work timings finally pay off. And it's just such an easy round. It looks so great when everything works out.
Yeah, utility combinations can be so beautiful, and we saw a perfect display of that last round.
I
Do you
don't
think
want
we
to
can
say
call
the
this a
C word.
comeback?
Don't say the C word.
Oh.
Oh, you said the C word. It's over.
Unfortunately, I might have cursed OS here, but
See you guys in 5 minutes from map. Unless we're counter cursing it, we'll never know. The magic of casting is a dark magic that is forbidden to be studied.
countercaster curse. We'll find out soon enough.
TT on a fractured bye though. If they lose this round, that should be pretty much an easy OT for OS, given the state of the economics of their economics. You know, GDP very low on the downtrend, but they've got ults.
This economy, we can't afford anything, Kryo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, here we are.
My burger, $10 now. What the heck?
Well, I hope neither team starts boiling burgers, because this is the last thing you need in such a decisive moment. OS is making their way onto a sci-fi. It has a really nice off angle here.
Yeah, it's a nice double hold. It'll punish any contact through A ramps now. And Cade is ready to swing off their contact.
Look at the rotations coming in from OS. They're all stacking A, slowly contacting it. Sci-fi being so patient. The execute from OS is going to come in. And they haven't taken any ramps control. Now they know he broke the Cypher tripwire. But does he expect 2 in this position? The camera is going to give additional info. Trash coming into the retake. And it's broken. Doesn't detain anyone for once. And Mill Theft is going to be huge for the retake here. TT are all stranded on site. FSG gets the frag onto Sci-Fi.
He gets 2?
1. Omen versus Omen.
If you want to spin it open.
Cade has a smoke. He should smoke bomb here. He's playing him like a damn fiddle to perfection. Such a decisive round for either team. It would have won TT the map. But now TT's economy is crumbling. They're on such a low buy.
Yeah, this looks like it should be overtime. TT invested into that heavy. They put Seekers into it. They put Neural Theft into it. It looked like the site was just chaos and TT was ready to pounce, but no, it was not meant to be. Now they've just got to scrounge whatever they can, one off the Showstopper, but that's might be it here.
B at all. No one's on B.
They want more mid pressure, or do they? Have I lied again? You know, every stream I need to lie.
They're thinking about it, so you're not entirely wrong. They are aware that they can possibly run into some sort of gamble eco stack on B or on A. So I like that they're taking their time into this round, clearing everything with patience. Skydog is gonna come in soon. Trailblazers spotting nothing on site. Do they expect 4 people on Heaven? Slow timing is good.
Fine.
And they're going to go for a flood retake. They need to hit some shots if they need a chance of converting this round. But Vandals are better than Sheriffs. We all knew that. And now Potato has the Bulldog. And a Cam. But I don't see how she could do anything from her kit. 101 with the spam. Perfect timing there.
The flood retake had some promise. The util was nice and it was there, but OS are able to weather the storm by hiding behind the core position.
Cryo. How? when did this comeback start happening? Was TT on 11 or I'm not?
They
I
were
can't
on
remember.
11, yeah.
Wow, the mental
11 or
resilience.
12, because OS had 6 in a row before going to OT, and I find that crazy to me. That is
The
a
mental resilience from OS on display here. So inspirational.
TT now. Time to strike back. You've side swapped the econ, set back to 5k, ult points reset. Hopefully mental has been reset too. So this is their chance to get themselves a small advantage here and a bit of breathing room in this overtime. Win by 2.
When you're in overtime, it's a brand new game. And you can see TT just falling up mid again. The Trailblazer coming in fast, taking up space mid, spots 2. BAABU's here with a quick rotate. Boombox gets a sliver of info. The 101 has his own Trailblazer. Oh, this is gonna be... He gets no info on how many there are, but...
Oh,
BAABU with the swing. Hat with the trade.
And they'll give them some space though in mid. Losing that Vents player means that you lose control over Vents, and it looks like it's just FSG there trying to hold on to Heaven.
Second TT were debating if they wanted to just push Wentz, but now they're going back male. Which is the smart thing. You don't want to run to a Cypher setup in Wentz.
Oh, what a nice
And what
stun.
nice, perfect utility. The flash, no one to capitalize off of it.
Cade wins that?
FSG needs to go big. Doesn't get any. And now it's down to 2v4 for the side of OS. Not much you can do here. You need to do your best to convert this round. It's looking unlikely by the second smoke coming in. So much stall utility from the side of TT. Perfect close time positions. What else can you do here?
The only real way you come back into this is some magic too, but it looks like the spam is decent. This will force out the rest of the heal, and I don't think it'll be... Okay, Bomber should be full now, but that first angle, Nari...
Sci-fi, yet again. That looked like such a good round from OS. The swings and the sight will look fairly decent. But TT's firepower just triumphs and overwhelms OS.
TT did the same thing that they've done a few rounds now. They leave one player, usually that Omen, towards B Garage, and they just force it up mid. And trading players when you're the defenders means you are at a disadvantage because you have fewer people to cover more areas. So that firepower just leans towards the attacker's side, and you have 3 guys running down just 1 person in Heaven. You're hard pressed to win that. But
Just both A main and ramp here. I was gonna get some info. And Potato playing it out as patiently as ever. You know, OS are really big fans of taking up this A space, but look at the side of TT, they've taken up so much of mid. Look at this, the cross, Cade, and Sci-Fi are holding. But if any utility starts to come their way, they might be in a bit of trouble. Especially with a Skydog and a Breach Stun. And making their way so slowly. Do they realize that they have just crossed mid? I'm not sure. And they're funneling their way back towards B with just Nari on site. Jump spotting for info. He has his full kit of utility. The Trailblazer is going to come in. Turn a common with the race name. BAABU taking up so much space. Hat is good for 1. And BAABU ripping them to shreds, getting 2 with the entry frags.
30 seconds left.
Down to
3v3
3
though.
3 yet again.
No more lurk options. It's just good old fighting on the site.
There's 2 people up male, and 1 person CT. Sci-Fi does have his Skydog. Let's see how much people can get. It gets... Truly, it gives some indication of the crossfire with backside here. The 1-on-1 needs... They need to go
That
big here.
smoke lets them cross into the site.
Ace,
But
1v1.
Cade, just a sliver is gonna pull away with the first map. And that
Wow.
retake looked very nice from TT. Again, they show off that util, the discipline to swing off, and the dog comes through, the stun, the crossfire is broken. And after that, the post play just has no legs to stand on.
Well, Cade got his revenge for losing the 1 versus 1 to Ace earlier, ending the map in such a poetic way.
9 first kills is
9
insane.
first bloods from BAABU. Doing God's work out there with the entry fragging, and so many first bloods on defense as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't pan out. The comeback was almost there, but not quite. But I believe this, if you're an OS player, you go into the next map thinking, we have done this. We have came back from such a big deficit. Surely we take the advantage early next time.
Yeah, we'll see you in 5 minutes for Double Tap's map pick of Sunset. Do not go anywhere. There are no other games to watch, so, it's not like you can go anywhere, but, well, we're going to a break.
Very well said, Kryo. We'll see you in a bit.
Seen the light in the dark, but it's been a while. And just remember, it's the heat from a heart beating next to mine. But I surrender, 'cause everything I touch seems to crumble, and everyone I love leaves me broken down. Everybody runs when they see me now. So I put my hands up in the sky, revel in the storm clouds as they pass me by. Now there's no escape, I realize I'm death in the land of the living. Still all the energy when we get connected. Your good is done when you have my full attention. I'll take you away into a dark dimension, and you can't get out. I never thought I'd be like this. Further down into the deep abyss I'll go. Stay off my radar 'cause I never miss, yeah.